My name is Kenneth. My company is ILEG, which stands for Infusion Light Energy Gain, and that is our technology screens. So we have added more lights to ADTECH. So for those who don't know, ADTECH is a technology we've been working on for quite some time. This is the advertising part of it. It does have different versions of it, which we're going to be calling it something else for the collection product line. And then within the collection product line, you're going to have several different forms of screens that are made and engineered from the ADTECH. So one of them is going to be a gaming technology. One's going to be a technology designed for all kinds of different cool holograms and special effects and projector mapping and stuff like that. We have a front projection technology that's going to be used for like a kind of a transparent clear front screen or darker black screen that's going to be designed that way. That's for front projection, like a TV technology. There's so many things we're going to be doing with ADTECH. ADTECH also too has coding applications that can be applied to our acoustic screens and other forms of fabrics and materials that we can use with ADTECH. So this thing is going to be absolutely incredible on what it can do. Now, again, it's not a screen paint in any way whatsoever. It's going to be sold as our formula designed to make our physical screens. So, as soon as I get done here for a minute, I had to go and get some lotion for my hands because I ran out. I like to keep my hands nice and well, you know, in the wintertime, hands get all freaking brittle, you know, like that brittle hands. But anyway, we got the 6K lights on both sides, which I wanted to do. We have them on one side, and we have them on the side. That's why the screen looks so boom, so bright. Yeah, it's lit up. And I'm going to turn the other lights on in a few minutes. All right, so let's go take a walk to the screen so we can show you the lighting we have on here. There we go. Show you how much lighting we have on the screen. This is the lighting for the front. This is the lighting in the back. So it literally has two sets of lights from the back to the front, from here to there. Making sure it has plenty of lights so that we can see how much the screen can absorb in. And let's get our overheads on. There we go. So we're nice and bright in here. See how much punishment the screen can take. It should take plenty because it takes sunlight. Thing can absorb sunlight. That's why I sat there and said that, you know, if we can get the screen, if a screen can pull sunlight, it can go anywhere it wants. So keep in mind, if someone was using this like, I don't know, advertising technology with inside their store, you could run that thing anywhere you want. So let's give you a zoom up. There we go. And then you see ADTECH, it starts to absorb the light, which it's supposed to be doing. And let's go back to the very beginning. We like to do the Apple logo. Show how bright this thing comes up. Now, instead of a mall, like I said, outside, it's designed to absorb that light. Inside of a mall, this is a building that's going to have a roof over top of it. That stuff can operate in there with no problem whatsoever. I mean, outside it'll do its job, but inside it's a cakewalk for that technology. You can operate at 1,000 lumens and still read. We're at 1,900 lumens because the projector is sitting in eco mode right now. So inside of a mall, yeah, you can run whatever you want. And keep in mind, we know everybody in the mall is renting, so that's why we have the material that you can put up. Which I have a person who is going to be going down to the local mall down here to show ADTECH off. But I think the best way to show this off is they got a couple of stores up there. We might rent one of those out so we can have ADTECH. We just need the windows, that's all we need. ADTECH through all the windows, different advertisement. That's another advertising piece we're going to have there. And then we'll have somebody inside that'll talk about the technology and all that stuff. You know, educate the stores, you know, about basically new advertising technology. By the time we get done, pretty much, we should be able to handle enough payload to be able to pay for a couple stores in there. If I can get a store in all 4 branches in different areas, from the front to the back, oh, we're pretty good. We're good to go. that's to show you exactly how much power ADTECH can take. So right now, the environment we're in right now, for those who don't know, who are watching my videos, watching for the first time, we're in a commercial environment. We're in our office, and in the office, meters can't read in here. So I'll pull out the meters to show you. We have a meter that measures the light that we have in the environment, and we have the screen sitting over top. So the light's pushing in. All right, I have to be on a couple of forum sites for this, and I got on a business advertising site for basically helping companies get their technology out there. And I got several people interested in the ADTECH technology. Now mind you, our gamer screens, all the other technology we develop, will have that same capability. As you saw with the black version of this, we were able to run the ADTECH. I mean, the lights around it doesn't bother anybody whatsoever. That means you can run it anywhere you want. All right, so let's put our meters here on the floor. And now notice we don't put our meters anywhere near the table. The lights, we have them down low. Show you how much lighting we get in our environment. So I'll turn my meter on, and you'll see I'll turn it off again, put it back on again. I'll take my hand, move it over top, so you can see that it is reading, it is functioning right there. And I'll take it away, and it's gone. Because meters do not pick up in here because we have the overheads on. And mind you, these lights right here, they're going to order lights to go right here. Even with just those out, the meter still can't read. So imagine how much light we're going to have when we get those done. I can't wait. More lighting. But until then, I went up to the store. I got some tape because the lights we have in the back don't stick anymore. And tape those in. Because again, I needed to see this. So if I just said before, and some people get a little mad when we talk about this, but it is what's true. If you're going to make up a gain, you're going to have to back this thing up 100%. Which means you should have dozens of videos on this gain doing all kinds of crazy stuff if you have that capability. You shouldn't have to hunt for it. You literally shouldn't have to. Man, I was excited about this, man. One got the tape taped up to the side, light pushed through it, and everything. Man, this thing is incredible. You'll notice that the more light we add to this thing, the brighter it gets. And yeah, we could be in the dark, but it still operates. Because again, even if you're in the dark, I had to ask a question before, like, okay, what if you're in a dark environment? It's going to have any of these lights? Will that screen be seeable? Yeah, it can. Because you're not sitting in the center of a black hole. You literally have light in your environment, even in the dark. It picks up on everything. That's why it has a name, Infusion Light Energy Gain. It does exactly what that name claims it does. So, tell me, have you ever seen a real projection screen with 6K of lights on both sides, including in the environment? No, you won't. Because I've studied their stuff. They don't operate. Just like the projector I saw at 30,000 lumen projector in the dark outside. I'm like, wow. This is going to be great for business. Now, mind you, this is the same technology we're engineering for advertising for expos. So when you're an expo, you want to show off your... We're on the Bluetooth. There, we got to pause it for you guys. Okay, there we go. So yeah, if you're on a trade show and you want to show off what you're selling, this stuff is going to be fantastic. We got a coating that we're going to be spraying to those covers that they put over tables, like I said, to convert those into screens. Because what's the point of having all this clutter, all these brochures all over your table? And people are going to take them, they're going to throw them away. It's a waste of money at the end of the day to make those brochures. Well, you can turn your table into advertisement. You can even put one of those QR codes into it. So they just take their cell phone and go, doop, and that's it. And then when you get done, that's a tablecloth. You can have a projector in the front, ultra short to advertise your banner. You can have one right on the table to explain everything. And I was running past about the whole AI technology. I'm bringing programmers on board for this. So you're a programmer, we're going to be interested in you. And I would like to get programmers from all different types. I mean, basically, ones that just got out of school, those are the ones that have it harder because, you know, you got to have that credibility to show that you worked at a couple of companies in order to establish some kind of... We hire everybody. We don't care. We don't care. Whether you got freaking 8 years in the business or you just came out of college, we don't care. As long as you got an urge, you want to work, we have no problem at the end of the day. You know, I don't go with that whole, you know, experiencing. At the end of the day, how do you think you get experience? You got to work somewhere. I'm all for ideas. All for ideas. So yeah, there's right there. God's blessing right in front of us. So this is going to be fantastic. I showed some of this stuff at one of the Family Dollar, and I showed it to one of the guys. He was like, "Oh my goodness, what the heck is that?" I said, "That is a technology we're working on pretty soon for also like a kind of a see-through front projection technology." You know how much money LG charges for that technology? It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And there's no way in the world you're going to get a 100-inch wallpaper out of that. That's not going to happen. That would cost you so much money, you'll make your head freaking spin off. Those companies would charge you so much money for that technology. It's not even funny. I actually watched the showroom where they had the screen at. They had lights in certain areas. In certain areas where that screen was dark at, in certain areas. That's curiosity, isn't it? I've never seen them put lights directly near the screen. It's crazy, doesn't it? Yep. So this surface will do it all. Projector mapping, whatever you freaking think of, it has that capability. And if you want to submerge this thing underwater and just do this, or put fish in, or whatever you want to do, allows you to be able to think way outside the box. Now, the reason why we put lights on the screen, because I was asked one of the questions, like, okay, if I got this in my storefront, I got a bunch of neon lights in there, you got bright lights that go all around inside the windows, is that going to be affected? No. Not at all. Now, the H2O is a hologram version of it. It allows you to do all kinds of crazy stuff. Brings us some very interesting colors. And I can't wait to play with the gamer version of it. I think the first gamer stream we're going to be doing is going to be yellow plexiglass. Kind of like a high fluorescent yellow. It's kind of nice bright. And then here looking at visual effects on here. Why I question companies. Do you really know ambient light rejection technology? Again, if you're in a little dark environment with little bits of lights in the corner, we don't consider you to be ambient light rejection technology. You should be able to operate on that level. I think what I find most interesting about our blessings is when I have, and I have to say it, when I have individuals who try to denounce God's work at the end of the day, God will let himself be known. Any work, if God gave commandment to anyone and anything stood in its way, God will let it be known that he is who he is. He will not be denied. This is the first time we did an invisible screen that had literally this much light onto the screen. You know how light these screens are? And this screen can maintain. The darker screens are usually the ones that we have that we can actually power a lot of lights onto it and they can maintain because they can absorb. Never had a screen this light do this. So if it is my job to be able to take this technology and to use it to do the Lord's will, as in people say, what do you mean by that? As in the money, this is going to generate a ton of money. It's going to generate a lot of money. And that money is going to be used, as I said before, to help other people out. And not only to help other people out, but to basically let them know that anywhere we go, any place I'm at with this technology, anywhere we advertise it at, they will know that this technology came from God. He will get all glory for this technology. We will represent my Lord and Savior with this technology. And anything else He blesses us to have will be in His name and His name only. You think the Lord's going to allow anybody to stand in the way of praising His name? No. All that come against us will fall. That's why I have no fear of none of these companies and business. I have no fear of none of them. Our Lord stands behind our technology. Remember, you have people that prematurely call the end of our company as when we're in the garage, saying that the rise and fall. The Lord doesn't like that. Don't ever put words in the Lord's mouth or anybody else's mouth by saying that, oh, the rise, we can't do it. We will never make that call. We watch other people fall, we continue to rise. This is just the beginning. What the Lord has given me in the last couple of days, I have composition books with all different types of formula for this technology alone. We're even in the process of working on a transparent gunmetal technology. All the other gunmetal screens, well, they're not transparent. This one will be. So it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful run. They all got hair like the dog. That's funny. Man, possibilities. They're going to be outstanding. Pretty soon we're going to have the connects hooked up. The Black Star, we'd show that off. Multiple projectors set up for the Black Star. That is going to be an amazing setup. We can't wait to get all that done. I'll be to drag and drop images, throw them all over the place. That's going to be fun. I'm looking at some of the programs that they had. They have a bunch of mod programs for the Connect system. One of them is paint with your hands. So I get to paint on both of these screens with my hands. I wonder if we can run it into the projector mapping application. So that'll work. That'll probably be pretty cool. I never did mapping with my hands. That'd be freaking cool to be able to do. I'm pretty sure they have applications in there for that. So can't wait for that. 4K tropical fish. I like to use tropical fish because one of the hardest thing, I'm going to do this real quick. One of the hardest things to pull up on the screen is blue. Blue is very complicated because blue fades out extremely fast. Just like an aquarium. So. We got three, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 formulas to make, and 3 experimental screens will be showing up pretty soon. Yep. and seen it on camera about how I wanted to take the ADTECH and get lights on both sides of the screens. That's what I wanted to do. See if they can absorb on both sides. You see that light? From here to here, that's the light on the back side of that screen. That's how much light they push off. When we're done this video, what I'm going to do for the day, I'm going to do an outdoor matching better. Now, matching better is more than just people that talk trash. It's also for companies to see it. It's for investors to see it. When investors go snoop around, they're looking for something on my technology. They'll find tons of videos on it, no problem whatsoever. But they like to see those matching better, so that shows that we back our products up. We can challenge other people with our technology. That's what they like. Customers like, companies like. The fact that we can back it up, we can challenge other people. So, challenge, projector under 20 bucks. Sorry, projector under $15. And you pay $10 for this one. So under $15 for the projector, it can work to give you 10 bucks, but under $15 for the projector, commercial environment, you can rent these out. If you're doing one day or a couple of hours, you can rent them out. It's not hard to do. And on top of that, you'll have to use about, so it's going to be 6K, 6K per light. So you're going to need about 12K of lighting. 12K of lighting, fully lit environment. Meters have to max out. They can't read a register. Meters must be on the floor, nowhere near the screen, windows or doors, not like that whatsoever. People cheat, put in their windows and doors when they can't. And you're going to have to be to operate. Contrast, some white levels, color levels, the whole 9 yards. And then once we get ADTECH outside in a couple of buildings, we'll continue the match and betters by using the 100 to 120,000 lux sunlight. No, it has nothing to do with a bunch of people that want to get on YouTube and be idiots. There's nothing to do with that. It's about challenging companies to see if they can do it. Everything comes up nice and clear. Whoops, battery's dying. Do we have a charge here? Alright, get a charge in there. There we go. See its contrast capabilities. Let's have a little fun here on contrast on a screen that's clear because it's using something called invisible contrast, which we're using right now. Let's go over to 8K desired nature 8K TV demonstration. Let's find our demonstration here. Try it again. 8K video demonstrations, 8K desired nature, TV demonstrations. I feel like I'm calling out a command for a freaking missile strike sometimes. Propagator, Motel 6, Tango Down. What the frick are you calling out? Complete opposite. Let's try it again. 8K desired nature TV demonstration Or if you don't do it this way, I got another way to find you. Nothing I want to do on here. Nope, it's going to give me just that. So let's go change some things here. This should give me access to it right away. Okay, there. And let's get rid of this. This should give me what I want, hopefully. Is that new? Wait, where did it go? Yeah, but then they always show scenery. That's what I did. A real beautiful picture and they give me nothing but a bunch of scenery. Don't get me wrong, I like scenery, but jeez. Scenery they put out is freaking dull. Oh, desired. Desired. There. Bring it up, hopefully. Yep, and there it is. Kaboom! 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 Now, see that image that pulls up nice and dark? That's called an invisible contrast technology. Figuring out that technology, being blessed to have that technology, allows us to convert gamer screens onto different color plexiglasses, and the different color plexiglasses won't alter and change and give off a tint of yellow and blue due to the fact that that technology stops it. Allows us to produce a contrast, white levels, everything, so that the surface can be yellow or any color we choose. Boy, I bet you people actually lost contracts with us. Wish they had them now, because man, yeah, we're pushing this technology. We're going to be the #1 screen technology on the market, because the stuff we're engineering is like way beyond everybody else's, and that's what we're pushing for. But also to the most affordable. I want it so that somebody can get a technology from us, screen paint technology from us. We do have one under $200. I can take out, oh, I forgot, I got certified screens to order. Literally forgot about that. Almost forgot about that. I got to make some phone calls. What time we got? Make sure we can reach these people. I got screens to get over here. I got $187 technology right here. This black one right here can take out diamond technology. We got some screens we got to order to get in here to show that off. So at 187, paints a screen size up to 120 inches, and it can take out a 5,000, 7,000, you name it, it can take it out. That's what the black stars do. They ain't gonna be too happy about it, but hey, that's business at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to, it's business. As long as I don't go in and say something's not true about the screen, we're good. We can test against anybody we want. Or like want to go on the forum sites, people have those screens, we can show them, look, this is the technology we have here, this is what we can do with it. It's not, that's the screen, it's physically black. We can do all gunmetal all day long. We can get whatever we want, it doesn't make a difference. It's not going to compete against a black star. A black star reads a 100% contrast level. You can't compete with a technology like that. But, you know, talk is cheap. Even though we've done these demonstrations before, it's cheap. You have to be able to back it up, so we have to do it again. And that's what we're going to do. We'll do it again. Until then, everyone I showed the screen up to today is asking you, when are we going to get them in? They want them in. They want them in their pads, 100-inch transparent see-through screen. Put all kinds of LED lights around it. Won't affect it in any way whatsoever. That's what they want. I'm going to be advancing my home front. I'm actually going to be picking up a bigger house. I need the room. I need bigger rooms. So I want to put in a customized built cardboard desk, which I'm putting with the heavier cardboard with that. And I'm getting one of these surfaces, I'm going to mold it to my desk. I want to be able to actually sit at my desk and have a screen that's 5 feet tall, that's higher than me, and I can be wrapped around that technology. And I want it all touchscreen. That's why I'm experimenting with that Connect system and basically touching and drag and drop. That's how I want my booth. When I go sit down, I can drag and drop whenever I want. And we got the technology to do it. It makes it affordable when you have the panels have the ability so you can lay it against the wall, hook up an ultra short throw projector. You can write on the wall, right on the panel, or you can take the panel up and sit on your desk and you can work from there. So we're working with all different types of projectors. I got a buddy, like I said, it's a professional welder. He's designing all these different forms of prototypes where we can slide projectors on. It can lock in place, fit over top of your screen. He's designing all that stuff for us. I got some pretty heavy hitters on board to help me out whatever I need. So I'm going to start starter packages. I like the starter kit we have for the Black Star, but I want a starter package for acoustic screens. Each one of our technologies is going to have a starter package. I sat there and I mentioned in the garage. I already knew it was coming. I knew it was coming from the door. The Lord already blessed me and told me what I was going to have. I saw this technology. I saw it in an advanced stage. The Lord already told me what was going to happen. That's why I sat there and said in the garage, I said, when an ADTECH pops up, it'll be like nothing you've ever seen before. Did I disappoint? It's doing things that other screens can't even do. Now once we get the projector in here for the lens shift, and when we can drop the image down, which I shared then we can reverse it, throw it around the other way around. I do want to do a metro screen, something that's hanging up. We can have a projector push right through it. We don't have to use anything big, small little Pico projector. Fantastic to put that up there. I call it the metro screens. I don't know why, it's just called metro screens. This one goes right into lighter. No, I want the other one. Oh, nope, we're definitely on the wrong page for that one. Am I in? I'm not on that one. For my look this one here. Give me videos. Videos. I want the lizards. Where are they at? There's one there, and this is the other one. There we go. That's what I want. fancy right now. We telling the projection screen company wants to work with our company. Say, oh, that's overkill. What the frick would we even need that thing for? Yeah, some of the projectors are way overkill. It's not even necessary. You don't know that. You're doing all that because you're trying to get the best picture you possibly can. And you figure the more money you spend, the better the image you're going to get. It's so backwards, it's not even funny. And you have to blame the industry, because the industry is what basically brainwashed everybody into thinking that you have to spend money for an expensive screen, you have to spend money for an expensive projector. The more money you spend, the better you're going to get. So what happens to the person at the end of the day that can't afford it? What happens to them? They don't get the same thing? Oh, their pockets are not deep enough, so too bad for them. That's how it's supposed to be, right? No, it's not supposed to be that way. They should have equal opportunity to enjoy the same thing as everybody else. It'd be a fantastic world if we all did the same thing. You know, hey, everybody can afford a Bugatti, anyone can afford a high-end apartment, a nice house. Everybody can afford it. Wouldn't that be nice? But then you have people that feel that there's a difference between the haves and the have-nots. I'm not about the haves and the have-nots. I believe that everybody should be able to afford. We'll have kits under $200. We'll have kits that'll be in certain ranges for what they do. But even the technology we develop that's going to be in that range is going to be far better than being stuck with a white screen, because that's what they do. They stick you with a white screen. They stick you with a light gray screen. They stick you with a mid-gray screen. And then the gunmetal technology costs like $3,000 to $5,000. So you know what the white screens look like. That's why people have them. Because the other screens are too expensive. Even our technology that we have, basically, we go by basically sizes within our paints and stuff like that. We don't go by, oh, we have a white screen. You just have to be stuck with that, because at the end of the day, the other paint's going to be too expensive because it's darker. We don't do that. We go by the size of how much paint you get. So it should be that even for us, even a screen or even our silver technology can take out certifies. They're designed, they got shifting technology embedded into them. They can pick up heavy contrast levels far better than a certified can. We put all that effort into making sure that everything we have, even if it's considered to be a screen that we consider to be a white screen, it's going to be far better than a certified. Far better than anything else. So even if you did go with the cheaper packages, you still have a screen that's far more superior than anything else on the market. Because there's no way the world will be forced into a white projection screen. That's not going to happen. Oh, I'm sorry, I already went through that one already. When I got the BenQ MS500, which I had to buy another one of those projectors. That was my first projector I ever bought. Yeah. So that's the problem. That's what I should with the industry. The industry all comes down to one thing. The more money you got, that Starship just taking off out of nowhere. I backed it up a little bit for the reconnection. That's what it comes down. The more money you got, better image you get. Shouldn't be that way. My customers can go in and go to eBay and they can spend up to $50 for a projector and get an amazing image. They can operate outside if they want to. They can operate inside if they want to. They can have all the lights on. There's no calibrating. None of that at all, period. And then people spend all this money for an expensive projector just trying to get this thing to work. It's stuck in a dark environment. You can't even turn your lights on. That thing will wash out on you. Contrast will be completely gone on a projector with all this power. Don't even get what you paid for. Spent that much money for a projector, man, I better be able to rub the side of it and a genie better pop out of that thing. I want 3 wishes. I want that thing to freaking work. I want to have all my lights on, the whole 9 yards. No, we're not doing that. Not that kind of money at the end of the day, and I'm stuck in the dark. Oh, no. No. There's my marbles. I'll tell you one thing, watching black screens, yeah, you want me for the movies, because I can see it, I can see everything. The only movies I can go to are the 4Ds, and those are the ones that stuff goes off in the background, so I'm not too much occupied with seeing the screen, but I can see everything. Go outside, someone's backyard event, they got a white projection screen, I leave. Well, I don't go anywhere, I just go watch it on my phone, because there's no point in me watching on there. I can't do that, it'd drive me nuts. It's bad enough when I went on vacation. I was in the line exhibit. They had all white screens in there. I was like watching my back. I had to go into the employees only section because I had to see the projectors. God, you're kidding me. It's Disney, by the way. You know they spent millions of dollars for those machines. Every last one of those screens in the line exhibit was white. They were horrible. Absolutely horrible. I was like, we gotta go. I can't do it. This is stressing me out. It was the colors, all that was washed out. It's a beautiful, amazing equipment. Because they're abusing the equipment. And she was like, why don't you get my business card? I was like, I'm on vacation. I wouldn't think about that either. I just want to go relax. But that, when I walked in there, I was like, oh, this is something else. You gotta be kidding me. Awful. Freaking awful. And if I was over at a family member's house and they put up a white screen, I was like, I have to bring my own. I literally have to bring my own screen to set it up. I'll bring my own. You'll see the difference. Be out there with a yardstick. This is contrast. This is not contrast. This is color. This is not color. You know, usually when you do a movie, you gotta wait that late. You gotta be up the next day for work. The kids are already tired. They're about to go to, they're sleeping. If they're not already asleep already because they're hyped up on sugar or whatever, pretty much shut them down. Who the freak's gonna be up at 9 o'clock watching a movie outside? And you got things you gotta do the next day. And you gotta start that off at 6 o'clock, but they can't run it at 6 o'clock because the screen won't read it. We can read at 6. Heck, I've done the demonstration I did outside on the Optima because it was ultra short though. It was a little easier because it's right up on top of the screen. I did that demonstration at 4 something. So, yeah. We'll be showing some outside demonstrations pretty soon. So that'll be fun. Let me see what else we got on here. Spider dude. Some flowers. Some of that ice down here. A light bulb going over here. Some corn. Corn. The one thing you eat that doesn't break down even through stomach acid. Pretty interesting. Stomach acid would dissolve anything. I mean, literally anything, but it won't dissolve corn, which is creepy because now I don't need corn anymore. To find that out, I won't touch corn. I won't eat it no more. What the freak is it? Seriously, that's just crazy. It doesn't dissolve. And your stomach acid. Your stomach acid can dissolve just about anything. Dissolve corn. Got some Christmas music playing behind this. I don't know what this is, but I don't find it amusing. I like the music, but I don't find it amusing. There we go. That's better. And that's actually farmland. I think what they grow in there. And this is a scenery I like. I like this kind of scenery. That's pretty cool, man. If I had a lot of land like that, I would just leave that part just for the woods. And the rest of it just, because you couldn't get lost. Just virtually no way you can get lost in there. It's huge, but anywhere you go, you're going to end up on the outside either way. That's a fantastic way to freaking camp out, and you can never get lost. It's virtually impossible. Just walk in any direction, you'll be out in the open land. That'd be fantastic for paintballing, camping, anything. How did we get out of the woods? Well, any direction. I think everybody's been through that excitement. You wash your clothes, and you're wearing your pants, you reach in your pocket, you throw a piece of paper and pull it out, it'd be like $100 bill or 50, whatever it is, like, interesting. We're still very happy. Got a nice beat to it. This makes some high elevator music. When I get up on the 6th floor, but I'm gonna take it up to 21. I gotta get the rest of the beat. I got a hard drive. Now, this scenery, I don't mind. I like this kind of scenery. Yep, I'll be outside every freaking day. I love snow. Every day I'll be out in the snow. Out in the snow, out in the snow, every day. I was looking at that. Like people who build igloos and they have fire in there. So how does it keep from melting down? And I watched the whole entire documentary. It was fascinating as I don't know what. You know, a lot of stuff. Perfect. Let's get some Sony pinball.
That's one way to tell people about this business network.
A little pinball. Only thing you'll get to do in the game version is take your hip and bump the machine. Gotta hit that machine just right. Keep that ball active for as long as you possibly can. Do I have pinball? I think I do have pinball, but it's on the computer or the console. I don't know which one I have it on. But I can't do pinball. This is on a portrait mode because I'm used to doing it that way. But the big screens we have in here, just set up for everything. They'll do portrait, 235.1, 16, 10, 69. They'll run anything. Because there's no borders. Everything's borderless. It's black this one. Benefit of having a black screen. Doing whatever freaking aspect ratio you want. You have to worry about it because no borders are needed. Look at it. Sony. Alright, freaking cool. What are we at for time? Look at everybody go. Let's do an hour. I gotta find out another company that has a transparent screen. We need to find the one to test against this. I don't know where we're gonna go. Who makes the transparent screen? Make acoustic, don't make transparent. Oh, no, we go to. I do like it when the rear projector, clear rear screens or invisible screens or transparent screens will put down sunlight. We looked up sunlight, and there'll be sunlight across the street, and I mean that's sunlight. Daytime, yes, not sunlight. Sunlight means you're actually being pierced by sunlight. Or to have it on a cloudy day, which I've seen a lot of that, or an awning over top of the screen, stuff like that. Direct hit. You have to literally hit a direct hit to do it. Let me see. 319. I gotta make a trip over to City Hall. Hey! And I'm happy. Got a chance to test that out. Because, you know, I'm not a corner cutter at the end of the day. I can't do it. I mean, I can't have it where I could be in a situation where I can make a fool of myself. I'm not doing that at the end of the day. I want to run every freaking test I possibly can under the sun on my technology, and I'm going to challenge myself on every level I can possibly think of, and I'm going to post it live so everybody can see it. And this is why I strongly warn people at the end of the day, don't do fake stuff about our products. Because if we walk into a courtroom and we have to do one of these demonstrations, this is really seriously not going to go well for you. You'll lose everything in that environment. Trust me, it's not worth it. I get people at the end of the day who feel that, hey, I'm just one of these YouTubers and I don't really test my stuff out and this, that, and the other. You might want to go through my YouTube channel and see what we do. Because I think if those other individuals really research me, like the other one was just out of hatred, but the mother was really researched me and saw the kind of stuff that I did on a daily basis, they wouldn't be in the situation they're going to be in this summer. Now imagine someone made statements about this. Imagine how bad it will get in that courtroom. I can walk in this and do this anywhere I want. That's not going to go well for you. Not worth it. Not worth it. Nobody wants to go home broke and penniless and almost on the verge of couldn't be homeless. These are heavy lawsuits at the end of the day. Again, like I said, when people sit there and say, well, you know, you can't charge me because I don't have the money, that don't mean jack, man. That don't mean jack at all. It don't. I express that to people at the end of the day. They don't care. It don't mean jack. They sue you for whatever the freak they want at the end of the day, as long as they have the massive substantial evidence to back up their claim. And if you don't have it, you're screwed. That's all to it. They don't care. Majority of these big companies or even small companies that sue somebody, the only way they're going to see anything back or what they're really going to get at the end of the day is pretty much if the company has the money to bring it up. But other than that, no, they sue somebody and they know they have the money, they're just going to hit them with tons of liens. That stuff will ruin your life forever. That's all. They know they're not going to get their money, it's going to destroy your life in the process. So that's why I said, not worth it. Nobody wants to work. It's bad enough you got to work a job. And then you got to turn around, you got to work a job, and you got to pay somebody a percentage of what you work for to them because you owe them money. You really want to live out the rest of your life that way? Nope, not worth it. They'll sue your wages, so take your wages from you. You'll work, you will, and you will work for somebody else the entire time. Not the way it goes. Some companies will agree to that because they'll do it for humiliation. You know that every time you get your check, you'll see that company's name from the debt collector, whoever they got in the day to get that money out of you. You'll see that agency up there saying we have to take this much out of your check and that much check. And keep in mind, your income tax, you can forget that. They take the entire thing. It's theirs. Unless you can show something at the end of the day that maybe you pay some child support or whatever, but they're going to get a huge chunk of that. If you think you're going to have any of that left over, no, they're going to take all of it. If they're going to take all of it, as much as they possibly can, they're going to take that. If you can show that you have something else and the obligation is more important, yeah, then that's a different story. But other than that, you ain't seeing none of that. So you are working for nothing. That's what I said. Not worth it. I read and I watch documentaries and read stuff about people getting sued for copyrights, for doing all kinds of stuff. I watch the court cases to see what it's bad. And I've sued a few people for basically touching stuff they're supposed to be touching. So it's pretty bad. A lot of crying. A lot of crying. A lot of regret. Not worth it. Ooh, look at that. Man, that's going to be looking freaking cool. I got to get some pictures of this double-sided. On top of that, we got to get pictures on this. All right, let me see. I got to be to City Hall. I got some stuff I got to talk to about somebody about. Let me see. Let me make sure we're not closing early because they close early around here. We're on the wrong PC, are we? What are we on this one? What's this one hooked up to? What the freak is this one hooked up to? It ain't hooked up to anything. All right, whatever. Go on my phone and get that information. Let me see. But you know, you can sit there and say it, and it doesn't make a difference. Some dummy's going to mess with it. Some dummy's going to lose his shirt in court. So, whatever. Hey, what's up, people? People always contact me. What you doing? What you working on today? I got to send this thing up to some people too on top of that. Let me see. Allentown. What time is City Hall closed? Okie doke. Alrighty. Good. What do we got for our charge here? Can't pull it down to charge. We got an answer. Oh, we got some power there. Good. I gotta show up to the screen with somebody. Going up there to show some of this technology off. Alright, people. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration and thank you for your time for popping over. I really appreciate your time. Can't wait to get this thing into a freaking trade show or something. This thing is going to be amazing to look at. I can't wait to show more of this. When I come back, I got to take care of something real quick. When I come back, we're going to do a matching better because we have to close one of those up for this right here. And, yeah, that's basically about it. I got to get out of here. I got to deal with something. I got to go check out some stuff. I got to show this technology off. So, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time and God bless. And of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology. If it weren't for Him, none of this would ever be possible. Gotta go, people. Thank you all and God bless.